Blind Abilities coverage of NFB 2017 is brought to you by Aira. A-I-R-A. Aira, the virtual interpreter for the blind.
Welcome to Blind Abilities. I'm Jeff Thompson.
And I'm Pete Lane. Welcome to our Blind Abilities coverage of the NFB 2017 National Convention.
We'll be covering the entire NFB Convention 2017 in Orlando, Florida, bringing you the latest in technology,
interviews with some of the movers and shakers in the blindness field. With us again this year, our special correspondent, Cheryl Spencer.
Hi, this is Cheryl Spencer. It promises to be a lot of fun, so come along with us for the ride.
Aira, the virtual interpreter for the blind. Instant access to information. A real person in real time. Aira on the web, aira.io. Available now. Go online and sign up today.
Oh, hi, I'm Dick Davis. I'm from Circle Pines, Minnesota. I'm the National Federation of the Blind Employment Committee Chair. I basically run all the employment programs for the National Federation of the Blind, along with the other members of my committee. And so I think one of the things the NFB Convention means to me is opportunity, and specifically opportunity in employment. The world is changing. Employers in an increasing number are looking for blind people to hire, and we want to ride that wave just like a surfer.
Well, great. Thank you very much. Now, you're saying you're from Minnesota. How is it up in Minnesota right now?
Minnesota's good. I work at Blind Incorporated. I semi-retired, so I do projects now instead of helping run the place. But the situation is good. We placed 6 people at, or either directly or indirectly, at FedEx over the past year. We've got a couple more that are going to go to work, we think, at FedEx this summer. We've got a guy that had some real difficulty finding employment. We got him a job in a nursing home in a kitchen. He's very happy. He went to work this week, actually, and so our students at Blind Incorporated are, really, getting out, getting jobs, and I think it's really important, to keep in mind that a job for a blind person doesn't necessarily mean the job that you absolutely wanted for the rest of your life, because the rest of your life is going to change a lot. So, we start out people and whatever they can get, then they go on to college, then they take classes, then they're able to improve themselves, just kind of like the rest of the world. We think blind people should have the kind of same work experience in the rest of the world, and that helps when they get that big job offer. They're far more likely to succeed. So Minnesota's good. Minnesota's just doing this great. State Services for the Blind is good too, and they're partnering with us and helping us and getting us more students all the time. So we appreciate that.
Now, Dick, I know this isn't your first convention. How many conventions have you attended?
Oh, heavens, I've got to count. How about 45?
45. Now, you've been part of Blind Inc. for many years, and you bring a whole staff down here, but most of all, you bring students down here, young people, transition age students. What kind of impact does a convention have for them?
Well, it just, literally opens their eyes. I hate to use that stereotype, but it literally shows them what's possible. And that's the thing about the National Federation of the Blind convention. You may come in isolated, believing that you can only do so much, and then you go out and you circulate with people, and you have fun, and you meet people who are doing what you want to do, people who are interesting to you, people who've had some achievements in life. It's just plain fun people, are having fun, and you realize that you can be like that. You can have a job, you can have fun, you can have a marriage, you can have friends, you can have all those things. And a lot of people, you look at what we have here and they say, I want that, and we like that because we want that too. We want them to come out and really be successful. And the younger guys, and Jeff, I know you have an interest in the transition age guys, but the younger guys are really important because they've been overlooked in the past, and if we can get them out, if we can get them hooked on work before the SSI kicks in and they get that free check every month, if we can get them interested in working, and get them that self-esteem and the happiness that they get. That's what our prep program does. It gives kids a month of employment, in the Twin Cities area, and it makes all the difference in the world, and they come back year after year.
You mentioned the prep program. What is that? Could you define that?
Sure. The prep program is a program for transition age youth. We have several of them, but that's our oldest one. It's in the summer. It is 2 months in length. It's funded by State Services for the Blind and other rehab agencies. And the first month is learning blindness skills. And then the second month is working in employers in the vicinity. We make the arrangements for the jobs. We try to place kids where they're most interested, in the jobs that they're most interested in. And we provide the funding for it, so that they get paid a regular minimum wage, for their work. And it's a lot of fun. And they live in apartments just off the University of Minnesota campus. They learn self-management skills. It's a great place. The whole apartment complex has 1,000 people in it. We just moved, and so it's wonderful. It's Stadium View Apartments over there, and we learned about it from a former student of ours who actually, Kayla Stace, who actually went to work there and talked to us and said, I think this would be a good place for your students to live, and she was right. So, but they opened up the doors to her and hired her. So everything goes together. Everything pulls together. If we all stick together and help each other out, everything's going to work out all right.
Well, it seems like such a perfect fit, because once they leave the prep program or they leave the entire program and have that experience, it wouldn't be too much difference than a dorm at a college.
No, actually, it's very much the same. These are modeled after dorms, and they're either 2, 3, or 4 bedroom. Each student has their own bathroom. They have a common living room, a common kitchen. Very, very common living arrangement, in this day and age. And I think it's healthy. It's cost effective, on a college level, and you're right, it gets these people into meeting other people, in this case, a lot of college-age people. We have a gym that people can work out in. We have a movie room. We have a game room, in this complex. And so they're getting a chance to really give a taste of college. Now, another thing I should mention, Jeff, is we do have a college prep type of program that works during the year. So if a person comes to a regular Adjustment to Blindness program, then we can put them in a college class during the time that they're there for each semester. They can gain college credit. We can help them, be successful, because a lot of these guys, they go into college and they don't know exactly what they're going to do, so we can work with them on, travel skills to their classes. We can work with them on study skills and so on and so forth. So that's something that we're adding, that we've added, and we already had our first student go through and it worked out fine. So that's another thing we can offer people, a chance to get Adjustment to Blindness training and go to college at the same time. The other thing we can offer people who are already in college is a summer training program that will enable them, pick up as much training as they would normally get in our full-time program. And that enables them to break it up during the summers and then go back, complete their school year and then come back, next summer. So that's another thing. We're trying to reach out, and we're also doing internships with local employers. There's a local nursing home that has our students be volunteers. We're looking for other things. We've got a deal with FedEx, where if somebody comes to our program, after they get their skills going, they can go to work part-time with FedEx, and if they like it there, and if FedEx likes them, then they can return to the FedEx in their state, if it's not Minnesota. Otherwise, if it's in Minnesota, of course, stay here and work. And that's great, because FedEx provides funding for college and provides, the full benefits, and it's like $14 an hour, to start. So who can beat that? So, a lot of different opportunities out there.
Well, it sounds like just a great Adjustment to Blindness program. You're located in the heart of Minneapolis, so there's transportation, so they're going to learn the light rail train, bus systems, grid locations, all that through the mobility. just a great opportunity. How would they get a hold of you or Blind Incorporated?
Well, it's easy. We have our phone number, which is 612-872-0100. Let me repeat that, 612-872-0100, and just ask for Jennifer Wenzel, or anybody but Jennifer does the intake. You can find us on www.blindinc.org. Again, www.blindinc.org. You can email our director, D. Wenzel, DWENZEL at blindinc.org, or Jennifer Wenzel, which is J. Wenzel, WENZEL, at blindinc.org, and ask for more information. So a lot of ways to get a hold of us.
Well, thank you very much, Dick Davis. Thank you for taking your time and sharing a bit about Blind Incorporated with our listeners.
Well, I appreciate your work, Jeff. You're doing a good service to the blind community.
Well, thank you.
All right, take care.
Blind Abilities coverage of NFB 2017 is brought to you by Aira. Aira. No task too large, no task too small. www.aira.io.
When we share
what we see
through each other's eyes, we can then begin to bridge the gap between
limited expectations and the realities of blind abilities.
The realities of blind abilities.
For more podcasts with a blindness perspective, check us out on the web at www.blindabilities.com, on Twitter at blindabilities. Download our app from the App Store, Blindabilities, that's 2 words, or send us an email at info@blindabilities.com. Thanks for listening.